Hey peoples, Graffiti Blaze is in the building, here to issue a rant. So today's rant topic is about the PSP and the PS Vita video games. Now, personally for me, I love the PSP. PSP was one of my favorite systems. I used it more than I used my DS. And now that the PS Vita is here, I use that pretty much more than I did with the PSP. Somewhat, mainly because the PSP had better games and had a lot more games. Which leads me to this rant. Now, a lot of people think, I have a problem with PSP games. I really don't. I have a problem with the PSP games on the Vita. You know, I always used to say, we need certain games for the Vita. Just like a lot of other people complain about it. Everybody would say, you got the Grand Theft Auto games from the PSP. You got the WWE games for the PSP. You can play on the Vita. I don't want to play my PSP games on the Vita. You know, if I wanted to play PSP games, I would go get a PSP. You know, I can get I can get one for $30 easy. I got the money. I can get one easy, but I don't want one. This is the purpose of me getting a Vita. I wanted to play Vita games. Don't get me wrong. I still had no problem. I don't mind playing any PSP game. I still have like maybe three or four that I downloaded from the PlayStation Store. I still have Def Jam. I still have Tekken 6. And I think I have Monster Hunter. Those are just the main three games that I downloaded. A lot of the other games I had on my PSP, I actually bought. Now, this also leads me to why I will not play any of my PSP games on my Vita. Because I refuse to purchase anything from the PlayStation Store. I'm a WWE fan. I love playing WWE games. But I'm not going to spend $19.99 on SmackDown vs. Raw 10 and 11 for my Vita when I can go on Amazon and get a hard copy for a PSP for like $8. I mean, it doesn't make sense to spend $20 on a PSP game for a Vita when I can get it cheaper for a PSP. I mean, you understand what I'm saying? It just doesn't make any sense. The Vita, we should have personal Vita games. We shouldn't have to be sharing from the PSP lineup. You know what I'm saying? So it's good in a way that with like the God of War collection, we had God of War 1 and 2, which was PS2 games, and we got that on the Vita now. I kind of wish they import some of the PSP games to the Vita. Also, if you want to make that more, I don't know. Like if you want to make the Chains of Olympia and Ghost of Sparta for the Vita, or we could actually have our own God of War game for the Vita, but I guess that's not going to happen no time soon. But it's been like that for the Vita for a while now. A lot of the games that was on PS2 is practically on the Vita. But the PSP they got their own game. PS2 we had God of War 1 and 2. For the PSP we had Chains of Olympus and Ghost of Sparta. But we didn't get any for the Vita. But people want me to accept the fact that we have those games for the PSP and it can be played on the Vita. No, I don't want that. Like I said, if I wanted PSP games, I would stay with a PSP. I could go buy one, but I don't want to. I might later. Right now, I'm solely focused on the Vita. Now, we have, a Dragon Ball Z game on the Vita, which in my opinion isn't that great compared to the PSP versions. But overall, I'm still happy there is one. And I just kind of wish that the Vita would actually have more titles, more official titles, not app titles. I'm happy we got Little Big Planet Vita on the PS Vita. I'm not happy about Run Sackboy Run. Like, I can play that on my tablet. I don't need that on my Vita. You know, but that's just my main issue, and that's like one of the issues I have with a lot of people. People want me to accept the fact that I should play my PSP games on my Vita. And I won't. And I don't want to. Like I said, I have the money to get a PSP. I don't want PSP games on my Vita. Especially from the PlayStation Store. That is too much. And then the fact that I can't even use my PSP memory stick on the Vita, I mean, I have to redo everything and spend even more money. Nah, I don't accept that. I won't accept that. Nah, but that's just my rant. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Like I said, I refuse.